Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? It's good to see y'all. It's most definitely good to be back. Full motherfucking the physic. I'm glad y'all tuned into the live stream the other day. Those who did was able to make it. Thank you for tuning in. It was good to see you. Hold up. Oh shit. Like I told you before, I had a video I was planning to do. I'm gonna work on it probably tonight. I ain't ready to do it yet, but I do want to do a little vlog just to kind of like had a little bit of a fun time the other day, man. I was getting fucked up, man. I had a hangover for about like a day and a half. I'm still hungover a little bit for some reason. You know, it was like I was talking shit in the stream. I was like, yo, man, I don't get hangovers in my 30s no more, man. Ever since I turned 31, man, I could just slap myself in the face and not have a hangover no more. Yeah. God was like, yeah, I'll show you. Just because you my angel don't mean I ain't gonna spank you. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you, man. I was like, yo, I was laid out in the bed the whole day yesterday. I couldn't even get out that motherfucker. I was like, shit. I don't want to get out the bed. I got out and grabbed me a donut. It was cool with some donuts and shit, but I was like, damn, they had like yogurt inside of it. I don't like my donuts filled, man. That shit is gross. Like I can do a little bit of it, I'll eat like half of it, and I'm like, ugh, I see that gooey shit poking out. No, fucker, don't fill my donut up. You know them apple critters or something in the back y'all got back there, man. Don't be filling my donut up with jelly. Makes me want to puke thinking about it, honestly. I think it's just disgusting. But some of y'all like that shit. That's too much for me. And I'm a big motherfucker. I will eat. But that shit is too much. Y'all are tripping with that shit. I fix a position in my camera. Y'all don't want to see my soup back there I was eating this morning. I had a soup. Trying to make myself feel better. I had a soup and 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. Now I can make some grilled cheese sandwiches taste delicious. Now I can cook. Don't think I'm a grilled cheese sandwich motherfucker. No, I can cook. I can make baked chicken, fried chicken. You see the name of chicken. Can you make fried water? Nah, look, I can make I can do all that shit. I can do steak. I can do country fried steak. I can make tacos. I can not like Mexicans can do it, but I can make homemade Mexican American tacos. Like Taco Bell tastes delicious. What else can I make? I can make everything, man. Honestly, I can't think off the top of my head, but I can make everything, man. And I do cook. I understand I'm the shit at cooking. But yeah, I was eating that this morning with French onion soup, which is pretty delicious. Quick and easy. And it's good when you're sick, man. You ain't gotta eat too much, a little bit of cheese on that bitch. You can put some Spam or some ham in there too, but I ain't do all that. You know, I've been hearing a lot about lately though. And I kind of wanted to dedicate this video just towards this, but I don't know yet. I guess I'll find out at the end of the video, whatever the title is, depending on how long I stay on the subject. But these right here, now you're like, what the fuck's up with that tape right there? I'll tell you what's up with the tape, man. This shit at the bottom keep falling off all the time. Like it always falls off. Like it just the latch don't hook on that motherfucker. So I put some tape. This is why I used to work as a mover, and I had that good mover tape, and I taped this shit. It ain't come off yet. But I can drop it. The battery don't fall out no more, man. This is perfect. I just gotta paint this shit. But honestly, I'm about to retire this thing, man, because there's a lot of deaths coming up in the news lately, man. A lot of mysterious deaths with this shit, man. People like 19 years old talking about they need like both of their lungs is shot, man. I read this story recently. I know you probably read it too, or saw it in the news or whatever. However, you got the information. Talking about both his lungs is fucked up. He might need a transplant, man. Smoking this shit. I don't know if y'all know this or not, if you living under a rock, but you know, in some states, I don't think all of them. Hope I ain't living under a fucking rock, but I know in the state I'm living at, it's 21 to buy these things now, or to buy tobacco. You cannot buy a cigarette unless you are 21 or older. No bullshit. I think they've been working on doing that shit for a very long time, and they finally passed it. That's why I think really. I think that's what really would happen. They've been trying to work on that shit for a minute, but they finally got it into play into action, and that's what happened. Because I don't care, because I'm 31, I can give a fuck. But can you imagine if I was 18 smoking for like 19, 20, I was smoking the whole entire time, buying packs every day, and all of a sudden you can't buy a pack no more, man. You gotta wait another year. Or you just turn 18 and they made that law. You was buying packs for like a good couple months. It's like, oh, too bad for you, too sad. Better get your boy. But it hurt your boy. It's harder to find a 21-year-old when you're 18. Let's you that motherfucker to hang around with a bunch of older people and shit. But it's kind of hard to find the 21-year-olds when you need that shit. You got to stand outside 7-Eleven, man. Hey, man, you can buy me some dip, man, and some kids be standing out there doing it. See, now y'all causing more of that. Now y'all causing me to jeopardize my life to try to help these youngsters out, man. Look, I understand. I've been in that position before. I don't want to be a hypocrite, nor would I want to go to jail. It's really rare that I'll say no to a motherfucker asking me, hey, you can call me an asshole if you want to. Say I'm part of the problem, but you know what? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you give me some cigarettes, man, just a pack of Marlboro Reds, and, you know, they don't ask me for beer, but it'd be like cigarette products, man. Give me a pack of Black & Milds or a blunt or this. Like, what? All because of this shit right here, man. I barely smoke this shit. I do usually when I don't have no cigarettes and I ain't got the money to get some, I'll smoke it, which is rare that I don't have cigarettes. Who's to sit there and say that cigarettes are better than these? But in this case, I think they are, man. There's a lot of cases coming up into play. You can sit there and say it's some kind of conspiracy theory. This is whatever this is. They're just making it up to try to scare people. Look, why is it only happening to young people? I've read it all. I heard about it all. People in the commentary saying the same old shit. But I just think it is what it is. Even when I used to puff those things at first, I used to get headaches from it. My throat gets dry, mouth dry as hell. You just sit there like worse than cottonmouth. I have reason to believe that shit, puffing that, is worse than puffing crystal meth, man. Oh, now you're making this shit up, bro. No, think about it, man. You blow out the same clouds. They both do the same thing. They disappear. And when they got paint thinner and toilet cleaner inside of those meth and all types of shit. Rubbing alcohol, 99% rubbing alcohol. All types of shit inside of that stuff. Batteries, a strip of batteries inside of there too, by the way. Better cut down if you start giving niggas a whole recipe, man. Hey, let me write this shit down real quick, man. He said a battery. He said AA, AAA, man. Nah, but for real though, it's like, how can something that's poisonous be worse than this? People don't die. The reason why I'm saying this is because I know motherfuckers who's been smoking that shit 20-something years, even shooting it in their veins for 20-something years, they told me. And they still alive. You liable to die at the end of the year, man. Fucking with this shit, man. How much you got to live, man, to the end of the year, man? Doctor said I ain't doing too well, man. This new juice ain't doing it, man. It's fucked up. So it's funny because I got a call from family saying, hey, I know you like to puff those things a lot. I just want to talk to you and tell you that be careful. I know you've been watching the news. A lot of deaths and things like that have been reported from this. People in the hospital. And I was like, yeah, I heard about this. I talked about this the other day. Amongst myself and my own mind, I was thinking about it. And I was like, I didn't want to puff that thing, even though I had no cigarettes left. I almost went to cold turkey that motherfucker. I ain't even too, trying to save or talk for the THC version of that. Where you can smoke the THC out of it. You know what I'm talking about. That shit's bad for you too. You take a little puff, you coughing, but it don't feel like a natural cough. Feel like you got barely any smoke in your lungs, you coughing and shit. It's like you smoking poison. More poison. These are poison too. Let me demonstrate. These are poison too. I'm thinking about quitting these as well. I'm dead serious again. This is going to be my 4th time quitting. Now, I stopped smoking cigarettes for about a good 4 or 5 years at least. I always forget that I quit that long. I didn't smoke for a very long time. Matter of fact, as soon as I moved to California, I quit smoking cigarettes. As soon as I moved out there, I stopped cold turkey. I said I can't have two habits. I can't have an alcohol problem and a smoking problem. So I needed to stop one or the other. And I chose to stop cigarettes. They cost more. In California, they cost a hell of a lot more than they do in fucking Virginia, where they make them at, or South Carolina, North Carolina, way cheaper down south. But how is it that North Carolina got cheaper cigarettes than Virginia, but y'all make the motherfuckers here? Something's wrong with y'all. I'm like, y'all digging into some shit, man. Y'all rent high as hell too. You liable to get a studio apartment for $1,000 a month, motherfucker. I was in somebody's house, man. This house was pathetic, yo. It was the most pathetic crib I've ever seen. I ain't say that to his face, but this fucking crib was pathetic. It was, just, and it's not his fault. It's just this is where he works and stuff like that. But it's like this motherfucker was in a small ass joint, like the size of this room, but it had it upstairs. It was a ladder you had to climb up to get to the motherfucker. I was like, what the fuck? They used the bathroom, and the kitchen was up there. I was like, ooh. Some poverty-stricken shit right here, man. You didn't have to move here. It couldn't have been that bad, but that's what he was paying for, about $1,000 a month, man, or $800 a month. If you want to go that cheap, $800 a month, that's what you're going to get right there. Seeing all types of bugs and shit in there. I was in the bathroom seeing some fucking nasty-ass roaches and shit and a centipede just hanging right on the wall. Looking at it, brother. This shit was like this. Man... That's some motherfucker that lives in a house like that for that long. That's how movies like Human Centipede get made. Like, you know what? I should turn a human into that shit. You know? Nonsense, man. I just like, that's just how the way it is. But that's what it is. The ban on cigarettes, man. The ban on 21 to buy cigarettes now, man. I'm glad it didn't happen when I was younger. I used to be able to go to the store when I was younger and be able to write a note. Or they knew I was going from my parents, man, to get cigarettes and alcohol. I was buying that shit when I was 13, 14 years old with a note. So I was able to get that shit. That's how I used to drink, man. I used to go in there sometimes, and so I got caught, too. I would have been that joint with that note. Or I didn't even need to know because she knew me. I went up in there, I was like, hey, and I got some different alcohol. That's what my stupidity. Young, dumb, impulsive, not thinking straight. Think you can get away with it because you got the past. But you got to be smart with it. You got to make it seem like there's no traces of any kind of foul play, you know. Don't let them find any semen on the crime scene type shit. Not let them find semen by buying different alcohol. I went and bought some different flavorful shit instead of buying the liquor bottle that he would always get. She was like questionable. She's like, you want this? I was like, yeah, I want this. Like, you know, he wants this time. And I got away with it about 2 or 3 times. And one time he walked up in the store, he was like, hey man. And she told on my ass. She was like, yo, he came in the store. She's like, he pulled out a family picture of his wallet. There was no denying this shit. It's this guy right here. Like, yeah, that's him. Man, I think I got beat, but it's funny. When I got in trouble for, like, the big shit like that, I never got beat or grounded. But when I got in trouble for, like, my grades or something, that's when I got beat and grounded. Like, tag team ass whoopings, man. Mom and dad whooped my ass at the same time. And grounded. And one time I was grounded the whole entire fucking summer, man. I couldn't even leave the house. The whole summer, I had to go straight home, man, or whatever I was doing. And I was grounded partial to part of the school year, man. That's too much. Like, I know how to bid when I was 14, man. I was bidding at home, man. No TV. I don't miss being a kid at all, man. I like being an adult, honestly. I think about things I could turn back around. Not really, not that far back. I think about, like, as far as, like, maybe 18. I wish I didn't do that stupid crime where I got that burglary charge. I wish I didn't do that shit because I'd be able to get a security clearance in places, you know, and I fucked up by doing that kind of stuff. But that's when I was an adult, though, at this point. I'm 18, kid still, but 18, adult by the way of the law. I'm definitely going to get to working on that video probably today. I just want to do a little vlog, chat with y'all. I feel like there's some other things on my mind as well. You know what I'm happy about, though? I don't know if y'all watch this shit. Are y'all familiar with the show Black Jesus? Some of y'all say it's blasphemy. But listen, it's not blasphemy. Just relax, chill. It's okay. It's a funny show. Aaron McGroder. He's a writer of that show. I think he has some co-writing on there as well by somebody else. I'm sorry if I don't know your name. I didn't know this shit, but that show is coming back September 21st. Something, man. Jesus gets out of jail. Black Jesus gets out of jail. Remember when the dudes was like, hey, Jesus Negro. Remember on season 1, Jesus Negro. I do remember that. That shit, the show was funny as hell, man, but I can't wait to see season 3. I thought they canceled that motherfucker. And guess what? Also, I don't know you know about this shit too. Boondocks is also making an appearance back again too. Boondocks with the original writer, Aaron McGroder. I hope I'm saying his name right, but I apologize if I am butchering your name. I'm awful with people's names. Why is Aaron spelled with 2 A's? I used to think that shit was retarded. I mean, at the same time, you can say shit, if I got 2 A's, well, my name ain't supposed to have 2 A's neither, though. I can't even say shit. I guess that means we double genius, man. 2 A's is a good thing, man. A lot of people with 2 A's in the name or two of anything in the name are smart as shit, man. I don't even know if that's true now. I'm just making it up, but it could be true. I don't know. Look it up. I don't know. I like that show, man. Honestly, that show has some good stuff to it as well. If you can look past the fact that it could be blasphemy from your eyes, or you feel like you're like this is a sin because someone's like, you know, portraying himself as Jesus, walking around the hood or whatever like that, smoking weed. But he also does good things as well, man. Pops told me. Yo, remember what Pops said? Yo, Pops. That's my shit, man. Can't wait for that to come out. I definitely can't wait for Boondocks. I don't know when it comes out. I'm also waiting for Narcos Mexico season 2. Cause you know I watched Narcos season 1. That shit was dope as hell with my man Kiki. When he got the detective, man, they arrested him and shit. And they kidnapped him and they tortured him till he died. They killed him. And I was very fucked that they came after them, man. You don't fuck with one of our DEA agents, man. They came after them boys, man. But we're gonna find out what's gonna happen on the next season. On the next season, who's gonna be the kingpin of that joint? Reminds me of like a Last Boss, man. People think they did this shit as real life, man. That shit that they show you on TV, that's the pussy down version of it, man. The real life is scarier. Don't ever forget that. Real life is scarier than that show you see on movies. People be like, I tell people some shit about my life, they be like, yo, it sounds like something out of a movie. Man, life is like that, but worse, man. Movies dumb down our lives. They take things that happen in real life and make them to a fucking movie. Don't ever forget that. Ain't shit like a movie. This is real life. You see when they try to break down El Chapo's home and shit, he had to reinforce doors to the steel. They kept trying to break that shit down for 20 minutes. He had that shit on purpose like that. So it was harder for them to break in. So he had time to run into his little tunnel. That's real life. That's some shit you see in a movie. No, that's real life, motherfucker. That's the shit that they taken from what they actually see. How did they come up with these ideas? You know what was one of my favorite shows though? FBI Files on Investigation Discovery. Man, that was my shit. I wish they made FBI Files, man. That guy, I think it's Tony Clark or something. I can't remember his damn name, man. But he is the narrator of that show, man. That dude has some like amazing way of speaking, man. The way he puts words together. Lyft is looking for more drivers. I might actually do that Lyft shit because right now, yeah, it's better than no money right now, man. I mean, making a little bit of something here, but I need some shit. I might do that little Lyft thing. I got a little message about that. The FBI Files was the shit. I wish they made more versions of that. There was an episode you want to check it out. I think it's called the First and Kennedy Street Crew in DC. These motherfuckers were notorious, man. Also, there was one about that it was kidnapping. I think her name was Melissa something. She was like, it happened in Virginia actually. And it happened in like the 80s or something, or late 80s. And it was sad, man. It's like she was in a party and all of a sudden her daughter just came missing. That's the worst nightmare of anybody, to get their kid kidnapped, and no ransom note at all. Like, we just called up a week later and that kid was already dead a long time ago. He was trying to talk to women at the club, at the party or whatever, and it was alternative. He was like being vulgar with his sexual like advances, like, hey, you want to go to my house so I can fuck you in the ass type shit, like vulgar type stuff. Everyone turned him down. He's like, man, this is some bullshit, man. I don't know why I can't get no pussy this way. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up nabbing a kid, man. A defenseless kid. The evil that men do, the evil that some people do, the evil that women do. It's all out there, man. Deadly Women, all that. But I don't watch Deadly Women because that shit reminds me too much of my ex-girlfriend and type shit. And I don't like to watch that psychopath bitches because they're fucking crazy. Well, one thing I know about a woman, when their psyche is all fucked up and they become a sociopath, they have no remorse for you at all. That shit is gone. A psycho will cut your dick off, man. Even a male psycho won't really cut your dick off. He has some kind of sympathy to know that you can just don't cut someone's dick off. Anyway, I don't want to have to leave it on someone's dick being cut off type shit, but Might stick around a little bit longer. I got 48 minutes on this mic. I got another video right now I'm working on. I'm thinking about touching on domestic violence on the from the man's point of view. I'm thinking about doing a video about that real soon, so look out for that. Or it might be something else interferes before that. I don't know, but just be on the lookout. I'd like to give a thanks out to the Patreon donation from my man Rough Rider. Thank you so much for donating in the live stream on the super chats. I do appreciate that. I'm blessed to even have the opportunity to be getting donated to. So y'all take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. And make sure to holler at me in the next one. Peace.